Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the What the Football channel. This is the BH and Scrubber Show. And on today's show, we're going to be doing a review of the Commanders versus the Dolphins that happened this past Sunday in the morning, our morning, uh, in Madrid, Spain. So nice looking field, nice looking stadium, great people, looked really, really cool. So we took a L on that one, but it was a good game. I thought it was a good game. So, BH, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought it was cool. It was great to see Madrid, man. They were rocking. Saw a lot of people from Madrid there. You saw a lot of American football fans too. It was a great mix. What was the capacity of that place? Because it looked
Dude,
huge,
it is. It's
like
got to be
eighty
like,
thousand.
yeah, I was going to say 80, 90,000.
Yeah, but I think plus they had 10,000 people under the field. I think that was great. I saw what you were talking about, how they make that field go under. Matter of
Yeah.
fact, I was showing my wife that. I was telling her, she's looking at me like was smoking something.
Yeah.
But then it came up on the TV and she saw it and she was like, holy cow, blew her mind to see how that thing works. So all in all, that was great. And like you said, we took the L. But man, it was competitive and I really think we should have won.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, it came down to it's too bad it comes down. The end of the game, you can point to the player that messed up. You can point to the bad call, but we all know it's really the totality of the game that puts you in that position. And we always blame those guys at the end, but a lot
Mhm.
of stuff wasn't done in the previous three quarters that would have taken that out of the game. Those things, and we're talking about Marcus's interception and Mike Sainristil's fumble, both of which were sort of situational football. Marcus, it was the beginning of the drive. We didn't have to get it all on that one. Could have thrown it away. It was really, and I know they wanted to get down there and score. And I think he got a little amped up. They had him on the run and he kind of forced it in there, whatever. And then Mike Sainristil comes up on that punt and like we talked about it.
We did.
He was in there because of Jalen Lane, and I don't know what transpired, but a couple things I would talk about. There's two things. One is Mike Sane was still, with what 4.5 minutes to go, does the special teams coach go, "Hey, son, I know we need you. You're the backup, and you're doing this. You just field it, let it bounce, whatever. There,
Mhm.
don't. You're not taking it to the house. We don't need
Right.
that. We just need the ball back. Situational football. Know your role. You're the backup. That's one thing, and another. Once again, there. Look, I know someone off the roster has to return kicks and punts. I get it, but we've had situations where our wide receiver corps is depleted and we're hoping for guys to come off IR. So we send Luke McCaffrey down the field and he gets cracked and now
Yeah.
he's out. And then all our DBs are gone. They're
Yep.
wiped out. Our best cover guy is Mike Sainristil. Hey, let's put him in. I mean, come on, dude. Chase Edmonds can return kicks. You're not
Yeah.
31-year-old Chase Edmonds. He's going to go, oh, punts. No, no, I don't do punts.
Hmm.
Sorry. Can't help you. No, of course not.
No.
And our running backs, I mean, yeah, I mean, there's got to be someone there who could field him. Why put Mike in that situation? I feel
Igbenogany.
Iggy, yeah, and Iggy's return punts. Once again, I don't, you know, I know I'm kind of ranting a little bit here, but this has been a
Yeah.
theme for us.
Yep.
Why, situational stuff. Why are you putting, positions that are getting destroyed?
Yeah.
Why are you putting them in kick and punt returns? That's a
I
great
I
way
don't
just to
blame
get.
Mikey. I don't blame Mike. I blame Coach. That was about
Yeah,
the dumbest freaking decision I ever seen in my freaking life, dude. You don't
yeah,
send a poor guy out there just to no bad coaching. No, I don't
yeah,
blame Mikey at all. So,
yeah. Yeah, it was the first quarter, and you're going, hey, we're mixing things up. We're going to let Samer still do some punts. Okay, hey, yeah, let's move it around. 4 minutes left in the game
yeah.
where it's a barn where we're just like it's tight 13-13. Anyway, I did on some positive notes. I really did. I like the way the O-line played.
Yep.
Once again, they did pretty good. The running was okay. I think Chris Rodriguez had a great game. Marcus
Yep.
Mariota actually, he broke open some great runs. He did really
Hmm.
good. that 44 yarder. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was nice. I actually think we didn't know. We were quite honest. We said, "Hey, coach, calling the defense could be good, could be bad, could be don't recognize any difference."
Hmm.
I enjoyed it. I thought I saw. I mean, they were definitely played better.
Hmm.
They held Waddle down. They kept
Yep.
Devon. Devon Achan had like 120 yards,
Hmm.
but Devon Achan could get 120 yards against anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy's he's just going to get his yards, you know. And so but I think we kept him in check. He didn't have one of those blow up games and kill us. I mean, well, we held him to 13 points in regulation.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I really did like what I saw with the D. Maybe they were just scared because the head coach was calling it, and it made them focus. I don't know what. I don't care. So hopefully that will continue. So I like seeing that because the D has been kind of a and let's face it, offensive defense have been not their best, but with without Jaden and our wide receivers, we're kind of hoping for the D to step up a little, even though they've had their injury issues. But I liked what I saw from the D. It seemed like they played more like a team, more communication, and um, Quan Martin uh, got he did not play 100%.
No.
Darnell Savage came in for about 25. So
Yep.
Quan, instead of his usual 100, played about 60%, and it
Yep.
was not injury related. So
Nope.
finally, how long have we been talking about it, dude?
Dude.
We've been every week, man. And we're the last people to pile on a guy. We don't like
Right.
to crap on our players. We're not that kind of a show. We
Yep.
don't do that kind of clickbait
He
stuff.
forces it on you.
Man, he does, because we see every week you and I come together and go, God Almighty, man! Did you see that tackle? Did you see that mistake? Did you see how he did it? And I mean, he really pretty much kind of cost us that game against the Bears.
Hmm. Hmm.
That silly coming across the field and grabbing Swift by the shoulder pads, just instead of just taking him out and wrapping him up, that really cost us the game. And
Yeah.
so then, and that can happen. But then after that, week in and week out, you're coming up high trying to tackle guys, and you're taking bad angles. And that's sad because that's a young guy who we're looking to base our future on. So that double hurts. So
Yeah.
anyway, what do you got, man?
Well, a couple things I liked about the game. It was close, but we held them down to points. Went into overtime, and we could have done something there, but still, we forced it. We forced it. We forced it. One of the good things that comes out of this too is with that loss, we do climb the draft count. So I think we moved up to number 7 with that loss, and if they keep it up, we'll have the number 3 pick. So, but yeah, I thought getting rid of Matt Gay, screw
Oh yeah,
him, dude. We've
great
been
news.
screaming about him for a while. Bringing in Jake Moody, and be careful what you say about him, right?
Yeah, he's very moody.
He's moody.
So yeah, in the comment section, just kind of watch what you say.
Be
So
careful.
yeah. Now Jake, we talked about this earlier. He beat us in Chicago. And
Yeah.
another note. Now Jake and Debo have a history.
Oh, that's
Do you remember
right.
that?
In San Francisco.
That's right.
Yeah.
Just
Debo
poking him.
had some grief with him.
Well, he missed like 2 extra points and a field goal. I mean, I
Wow.
think he really lost the game for him. And man, Debo came up, put his face in his mask. So
That's
anyway,
right.
well, we know we got someone on the roster to keep an eye on Moody, so that's good.
Yeah.
I
We don't
think.
need to make him any more nervous that he's going to get his ass beat that he
Yeah.
misses a fucking extra point. So
That's
we don't
right.
really need that.
Yeah, we don't need Debo giving him the side eye.
Yeah. Well, Miami tried to give it to us a little bit during this game too. On offense, they had some penalties.
Yep,
A couple of even Waddle dropped, I think, a couple passes.
he did.
Uh, yeah, they, that them couple fourth downs. I was really happy about that. We stopped them on
Yeah,
goal line, fourth downs. I thought that last uh, fourth and goal, Dolphins. I was saying kick the field goal.
me
Just
too.
take the 3. God, you know what I mean? And they went for it, and we stopped them. Now I'm thankful for that. But they tried to give it to us, so
Yeah,
we did. We just weren't taking it. I don't know. I thought our defense did good. We did some blitzing that looked good. We did some disguising kind of stuff. I don't think coach had a long enough time to build on that, but I think with this coming up bye week and maybe getting some guys back, maybe getting that Drake Jackson guy coming in. We got another guy on the practice squad, Demarcus Walker. You
Yeah,
know, if Preston Smith ain't working out, then maybe bring them guys in. Also, the red zone, like I said, and the goal line, we did great against them. I think we held them to only like three third downs,
yeah,
142 yards in passing, which is amazing to me. Uh, so all that looked good. We got some sacks on their guy. Uh, I thought that was awesome. I think the guys played as well as they could play, traveling to another country and all that kind of stuff. It must be difficult. So I thought Jordan McGee did well.
he did
He's looking better and better every week. Eddie Goldman made a couple stops in there. He was
big time.
playing tough. Jeremy Reeves had like five tackles and maybe one assist. I thought he did great. Jacob Martin, of course. I think Jonathan Jones did
Yeah,
good.
Jones did great. I
Yeah,
mean, he was really. I mean, he did good on coverage,
yeah,
and I think he. Let me see here. What did he? Jonathan Jones. Yeah, he was. He had six total tackles.
yeah,
He had a tackle for loss and a sack.
yeah.
And that's what you talk about, coach being able to mix some things up because he came in on a blitz.
He did. He came from pretty
And
far away, it looked
yeah,
like, too.
and when's the last time you saw? I don't know. When's the last time we saw a corner blitz? I
Yeah,
don't know. Maybe it might be the first time all year. You hardly see it.
yeah,
So that was great.
yeah.
I
Von
liked it.
Miller had a sack, and so did Jacob Martin.
Yeah,
I
and
was happy
Martin's been
about
the
that.
only guy who's had. I mean, even more than Von Miller. Jacob Martin seems to be the one guy who's not just getting sacks but getting pressure. He really is doing a good job. He's
Yeah.
but kind of like the only guy who's consistently, at least off the ends, getting pressure.
Yep.
So yeah. And Eddie Goldman, great point. He did really good. And another guy I want to point out, and they've started to use him again, is the guy we were worried about is Brandon Coleman. You know, because he was being
Oh yeah.
he was always inactive. What happened? What happened? And then he still couldn't gain his job back. But they're bringing him in as the sixth offensive lineman
Jumbo
and
package.
Jumbo, and they really, and that's why what's his name, who they had before. I forget his name. He's the offensive tackle. He's inactive now because he just doesn't have the. I was reading about it. That second tier blocking. In other words, you know, it's good. You want to hit one guy, but then you got to release and go out, and here come, you know, get the safety, seal off the linebackers. A lot of offensive linemen, they just don't have that coordination. It's hard for their big guys, they're 320-pound guys. But Coleman has been great, and so they're loving it. So we love the jumbo package. So
Yeah.
I was glad to have him in there, and he just played really, really well. And he's out there, you know. So let's just keep that up. I like Chris Rodriguez. I thought he ran good and played really good.
Mhm.
Uh, Bill, unfortunately, just another ho hum day.
Yep.
So you know we don't know what's going on there. We'll see. I mean, a little better, I would say. I saw a little bit better than the last three games, but certainly I don't see a lot of spark with him.
Yep.
But yeah, I was happy about the O line and Coleman.
Yeah.
So
No, it's good about the whole thing. I thought it was a good game. It was fun. You know, it just, that game really because the way that game should have been 30 to 26 or 35 to 31. Just we were knocking on we were in the red zone a bunch of times and didn't do anything. They were in the red zone a few times and didn't do anything. Those should have all been touchdowns, at least two more touchdowns each. And so,
yeah,
one of those field goals should have been another touchdown. We should have been
yeah,
21. We should have been fucking 32, 33.
yep.
So, man, we
And
just couldn't.
that killed us, man,
Yeah.
because at this point, at 3-8, you're asking to run the table, and you look at our schedule. I mean that's asking, and even then,
Right.
you
It's
get you
questionable.
get to 9-8, and
It
that's
ain't going to
running the
get you there.
yeah. It's not enough, and can you really win six in a row? I mean, I
We,
would pray
we,
for.
there's plenty of people in the NFC that are 7-2, 6-3. They're
Yeah,
already knocking on the door that 9
yeah,
and 8. They're going, and there's too many of them.
yeah, yeah. And
There's
they're
like
not just
five
going to
or six
fold.
of them.
Right. So it's just a numbers game
Yeah.
at this point, but that killed us. I mean, we talked about it coming out of this game with the win. Okay. 4 and
Yeah.
7, we get a bye week. So you got a little bit of hope. And I mean, I don't want to be negative, but like you said, with everything going on, that pretty much killed it.
Yep.
So,
That was it.
well, we just hope they keep playing better and keep getting wins. When's our next show?
Our next show is going to be like not this coming Friday, but the Friday after.
Yep.
We'll do a preview show. Coming up, it'll be the Broncos.
Yep.
So,
Denver Broncos, man. That's a home
ouch.
game. Yeah.
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 That-
Denver, they're the real deal, man. That's a good
That's a
football.
Sunday night game, ain't it?
I think so. Yeah, they're really good. Holy crap, they're good. They're kind of like Seattle good. And Seattle handled us.
I don't know. I think I watched that dude. I know they're like I've heard people say they're the worst 8-2, 9-2 team in the league.
Who's that?
Broncos.
Hmm. Well, I tell you, man, they took care of the Chiefs, and I mean, I've been watching a lot of their play.
Yeah,
Pretty good, and their defense is real. That's for sure. Bo
that's what
Nix
I'm
can,
saying. Yeah,
yeah. Bo Nix can be off and on, but that D, and they were that D was good last year, so that's not smoke and mirrors. So yeah, we'll have our hands full. Say, hey, so we get a bye week,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean,
We're gonna take off. Everybody else have a good Thanksgiving, and it'll be after Thanksgiving.
let me
Thursday's
look at let
not
me
the
look at the
following Thursday. Yeah, we're not doing anything on Thanksgiving, right?
nope,
No,
nope,
that's Sunday. Okay.
yep. So we'll go right
Normally
to
Washington plays on Thanksgiving, but I
yeah,
think the past couple of years it's maybe not. So
yeah, good. Thank God.
yeah, I know.
You can enjoy Thanksgiving this year. So
Yeah.
holy crap. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll do that. Yeah, have a great Thanksgiving. Hey, the
Yeah.
fantasy league's doing great. Everyone's
Yeah.
kicking butt. Some people are up, some are down. I managed to get a win. And then
Yeah.
you, man, 213 points. Just whoo.
I couldn't believe
I
it, dude.
know. I know,
Dang,
man.
that's got to be like a record. I wonder what the
Yeah.
record fantasy points is. Oh,
Jesus.
well, they're done differently, so it's kind of hard to say.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, we're an 8 team league, and then there's 10 and 12 teams. So
Yeah.
rosters can be a little diluted in a 12, but you hit everybody, and that happens, man. Everybody just hit, and too bad you can't save those points for the next week.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. So, hey, it goes to the tiebreaker, so you'll need them. So,
Yeah,
anyways,
actually, I passed the number one guy, and I was wondering where he was. He didn't fix his tight end. Not that it might
yeah,
not have made any difference. I was like, wasn't he paying attention? I feel bad, because I've
yeah.
done that where you're just
Oh,
not
yeah.
watching, and the guy's questionable, and then he's out, and you're like, oh, gotta wait, and you
Yeah, I
can't
was
fix
so
it.
I know I have Laporta in my main league, and I mean, I heard he always have a little back problem. That's fine. Next thing I look down, he was out.
Yeah,
Holy crap. So,
yeah,
all right. Well, everyone keep fighting, man. There's
yeah.
that one playoff spot. So, we'll just keep doing it. I'm not going to give up.
No, you're in there, dude.
I'm
Yeah,
fighting.
yep, yep. Just like the commander. So. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you like basically in a couple weeks on that Friday. So the day after, that'll be the day after Thanksgiving.
Cool.
Yeah. All right.
All right.